All right, I honestly don't even really know where to start with this. We got the recent announcement for DC Future State, which they teased a few weeks, maybe a month. I don't remember when they first teased this, but they teased Future State that it was going to be happening next year. And then we just recently, last week, I think it was Thursday, got the full announcement and reveal for DC Future State, which is going to be taking place in January and February. It'll be a 2 month line-wide event for DC. The normal mainline books will be put on pause, and we'll have Future State books instead. The Black Label books and then Batman Black and White are still releasing in like January and February, so those books will still be going on, but the rest of the line will be taking a pause for the Future State event. And so in DC Future State, the multiverse has been saved from the brink of destruction, but the triumph of DC's heroes has shaken loose the very fabric of time and space. The final chapter of Dark Knight's Death Metal brings new life to the DC multiverse, kicking off this glimpse into the unwritten worlds of DC's future. And so basically this is a possible, or all these stories are taking place in possible futures for the DC universe. And so there are some that are closer to the current time and then some that are further away from the current time that we're in. And so we've got a variety of titles. They're being broken down into 3 different families: in the Batman family, the Superman and Wonder Woman family, and then the Justice League family. So with Batman, you'll obviously have Batman. He's got a book. It's The Next Batman by John Ridley, and I believe Nick Darrington is doing the art for this. We know that this Batman is going to be a black Batman, which is very exciting. John Ridley has talked about it before. The main theories about this now are whether or not it's going to be Luke Fox or Duke Thomas, and I don't know which of the two. I lean more towards it probably being Luke, but now I'm not sure, and some people also, it might be a completely new character. But so basically we don't know who's underneath this cowl yet. His suit looks so good, and I don't need to get too far on a tangent about specifically the Batman stuff in this video. I might make a separate one for that. But yeah, I'm very excited. So there's the next Batman. You have Robin Eternal is going to be a book. Nightwing is getting a book. Harley Quinn, of course. Then we have Dark Detective, which these are some of the variants for it. And this is in this future state for Gotham. There's this family that's taking control of the city called the Magistrate, and they basically run Gotham, and all masks are completely outlawed. And so Bruce Wayne is presumed, / Batman is presumed dead, but he's really on the run. And so that's what he's doing in this future state. And so that's also why this new Batman has shown up. And then so that's where all these Batman books are kind of taking place at. And so there's just so many of them. As you can see, amazing covers from Dan Mora. He's doing interior arts for this too, which is so exciting. And so along with all of these books for the Batman family, the Dark Detective and the Next Batman will also have stories featuring other characters. Like there's going to be an Arkham Knights story, which is centered around some of the villains from Arkham Asylum, of course. There's the Outsider story, which features Katana. There's a Red Hood story, there's a Grifter story, or it's called Grifters, so we'll have to see what that means exactly. But so basically with these books and the different families, there will be main titles that will feature anthologies with other heroes and other characters. And yeah, so basically Future State is a mix of anthologies, miniseries, one-shots, and things of that nature. So there's really a lot of variety going on with the way that these stories are being put out there and the format of them, and I'm very excited for that. So like the Dark Detective and the Next Batman, I believe, are like 60-page issues whenever you buy them because of the backup stories that they have, and so that's super exciting. So yeah, and like on the Superman and Wonder Woman side of things, like there's The Immortal Wonder Woman, which is a very, very exciting title. Jen Bartel is doing interiors on that, which is great. We have Kara Zor-El, Superwoman, so we get to see more of her. I'm so glad that she gets her own book. She's like on the moon. John Kent is Superman in this future, and so we get to see him protecting Metropolis. We get to see Superman and the new Wonder Woman, Yara Flor, who is Brazilian, and absolutely, her design is really, really good, and she looks amazing, and I can't wait to see more of her character. Everyone is super, super excited for her, which is very exciting. Her and the Next Batman are definitely my 2 most hyped things for Future State. I really cannot wait to see both of them in their solo books, and then also in the Justice League book, which I'll get more into in a second. But it's just, I think those 2 will be lasting characters. I feel like we're going to see more of at least them 2, but possibly a good amount of the characters that are in Future State, because I feel like they probably have some lasting staying power. they just seem like really interesting characters and directions to take and explore the DC universe. And I think that post Death Metal, with the multiverse restored and whatever the state that ends up taking, I feel like we could definitely see more things like this explored regularly. Like DC, for instance, having the Earth 2 books whenever they were coming out as well. I feel like we could get at least, I mean, I'm hoping that we'll get like a Batman and Wonder Woman series coming out of Future State after it ends still. I hope that they're popular enough to warrant that. And I could really see those also becoming digital first series, because I know DC is also wanting to really, really push into the digital first market and really take advantage of what you can do with the digital marketplace. And I think that's great, and they definitely need to do that more. And I think that this would be a perfect jumping off point for that, and a really good place to start that. If you launch, you have this huge 2-month event, it gets a lot of eyes on it, gets a lot of readers excited about it. This is the first time in a long time that I've seen a lot of people, the majority of people are excited about a DC event and what DC is doing, which is awesome to see. And so you build up all this excitement, you put these books out, hopefully they're great, they look and sound, from everything that we know, like they're going to be fantastic. The talent behind these, which is another thing, they've got a very, very great range of diverse and talented creators behind most of these books, which is awesome to see. So you have all these books, hopefully, and it looks like they're going to be amazing. And so just carry that over and put out some digital first series with these characters, and I feel like they'll sell exceptionally well. I think that they'll do really, really well digital first, and then the trades I feel like will also become bestsellers, because some of the best-selling trades are digital first series, and Justice is one of the best-selling books at DC ever, and that's a digital first series. So the market is obviously there. I think the demand is there. I think that they should do it. I really hope that's part of what spins out of Future State, and just really all of Future State is super exciting to me. Like, pretty much all the books sound interesting at the very least, and like something that I want to read. I won't pick up all of the books right I won't pick up everything in single issues, but I definitely will be grabbing those hardcovers and that omnibus whenever that comes out eventually. But I will be grabbing most of this, because most of it does sound really, really interesting to me. Looks really good. The creative teams have me excited. The characters have me excited. I'm just genuinely really pumped about this. This video has kind of been everywhere and a little sporadic. I didn't have an exact game plan for how I wanted to talk about this, but one of the other reasons that I'm excited for Future State is I've enjoyed the previous breaks that DC has done in publishing. Like, I liked Convergence. I feel like I'm in the minority that enjoyed it, but I thought it was really cool and a cool event, and I liked what it did, and I think that Future State looks even better from a quality standpoint. But I still like that pause on the 2-month pause on the main line, because one, that's cool for Future State, and it puts all the focus on it, but then it also frees up the main books for 2 months. So that gives your creators 2 months to map things out, get things more in order, get ahead on whatever they're working on. It really lets your creators, your editors, and everyone sit down, and just gives them more time to make better books and figure things out better, and there's only really positives can come from that, which is really cool. And so I think that pause can be utilized very well, and it's just exciting. I'm excited to see what happens with Future State. I'm excited to see, and I think that they've talked about the hints that they've planted in books already in regards to Future State, and have also said that Future State will also show some signs of things that may happen in the DC universe, like going forward. So it'll be interesting to see what does and what doesn't carry over. I'm just very pumped for Future State. I think there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot that I'm excited for and can't wait to see. I hope that it leads to more things with Future State. I think there's so much potential here. Like I said, I hope we get those digital first spin-offs, ongoings, miniseries, whatever with Future State. I already want to see a lot more of this, and I feel like the event itself is going to leave me wanting to see more of this also. And so yeah, it's just really cool. Definitely will do more Future State related videos. I don't know exactly what form those are going to take yet. They might be scripted, they might be not scripted. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, but definitely I have a lot of thoughts on this. Like I literally went on like a minute tangent at one point earlier when I was recording that I had to delete about the Batsuit, because I wanted this video to be about Future State generally as a general overview and not me just going through every little detail. But there is so much. We literally got so much news all at once. DC just dropped all of it, because it's a line-wide event. It's most of DC's books coming out in January and February, and they just dropped them all at once, which was awesome, but also it was crazy. But yeah, so this is my general overview, reaction, thoughts kind of to Future State, the announcements, some of the books. Like I've said it 80,000 times already in this video, I'm very excited. But yeah, do you think about the future state announcement? Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? What about it are you looking forward to? If you are, what do you hope to see stay or carry over into the main timeline or continuity or whatever? And yeah, go ahead, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on it. You can @ me on Twitter @ BatmanFiles. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, also follow me there @ BatmanFiles. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like down below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning the notification bell on. I'm posting new videos weekly. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.